All right, we're now joined in the media center by Matt Kenseth, driver of the number 20 Home Depot Husky Toyota for Joe Gibbs Racing in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series. Matt is currently 8th in point standings and in a position to move on to the next round in the chase. He made his first career start here at Dover, and he has 2 wins here. Matt, talk about this weekend here at Dover.
Just make something up. I'm just thinking about qualifying right now. Just got through practice more, worked on race trim a little bit, and just trying to get ready to qualify today, and then get ready tomorrow. Try to get ready for Sunday.
All right, we'll open it up for questions for Matt Kenseth. Over to Bob Pockris.
Bob Pockris, Sporting News. Will you have anybody telling you kind of what the point situation is during the race if for some reason you if you have a little bit of issues during the event?
I don't plan to. I mean, the only time I would really, I guess, want to know is if there's something I could do about it. So I mean, if you need 2 spots to make it in and you're running as hard as you can and you can't catch those 2 guys in front of you, there's nothing I'm going to do about that. But on the other hand, if something strange happens with the way cautions fall and, you're a couple laps short on fuel and they need you to slow down to a certain spot, I mean, there's certain circumstances I guess you'd want to know if it comes into something like that, how much fuel you got to save or slow down or something. But if you're running as hard as you can like you do, unless pit strategy falls funny and you got to save fuel, I mean, if you're doing everything you can do anyway, it kind of doesn't matter. So I guess it depends on the situation. I'd say most likely not.
Additional questions for Matt? Back to Mike.
Mike Embry, USA Today. Matt, I guess everybody assumed the Penske cars were going to be good in the chase, but is there any kind of intimidation factor associated with the fact they've won the first 2 out of the box?
I don't know. I mean, not for me right now. I got, our own problems to be concerned with. Wasn't really thinking about that. I'm more concerned in getting a good run on Sunday and hopefully getting to the next round and getting zeroed back up with everybody and hopefully pick it up a notch, when we get to Kansas next week. So I haven't really put a lot of thought on that. I mean, they've been really strong this year, especially lately. So it doesn't surprise me that they won the first 2 races at all, really. So I don't know that changes my outlook necessarily on the whole chase yet.
Additional questions? Bob?
Bob Pockris, Sporting News. What do you think about the no testing rule, and how would that have impacted your team this year, kind of when you were a little bit when it seemed like you guys were all a little bit behind?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of it, especially the no Daytona testing and stuff. I mean, we really don't learn anything there going there. So I mean, the way I look at it is it's kind of the same for everybody. It's depending, what happens to all the Goodyear tests, but from the rumors I hear how they're going to do that, try to invite a car from every organization. I think that makes it fair for every organization, whether you have 1 team or 4. To be able to do the same amount of testing, not going to all those other tracks and stuff. I just feel like whenever you make a rule like that, it's the same for everybody. So whether we all, like Homestead, for instance, I think every single car that's in the chase, I think, is going to Homestead to test together. So whether we all test together or none of us test, I think it's the same thing. I mean, so I'm a fan of that. I think it'll save the owners some money. It'll keep our road guys that are on the road hard all the time, keep them at home a little bit more, in the shop more. So I think it's good. I also think in a way it makes better racing. I think it's easier for everybody's so close to the same speed now. It's easier for somebody to hit it and maybe the next guy to miss it. Which always creates more passing when you separate the field a little bit.
Any final questions? All right, Matt, thanks for coming in
Thanks.
and good luck this weekend.